Okay, I just wanted to show you how I made my flowers. I punched 3 flower sizes out. Okay, there's a large, a medium, and a small. Okay, I'm using the reverse of the papers. You can mix and match whatever you want. I did 2 different colors here. So on the larger, what you want to do is you want to go in and you want to cut in to these between the petal sections, okay? Just about 1/8 of an inch all the way around, like that. Okay, and then I'm using a kit for flowers that I purchased, but you could definitely get this foam, this like basically fun foam, in your craft store, and they usually have an 1/8 inch, which is fine, or they have a 1/4 inch, which is thicker, which is good as well. And then for stylus, my scoreboard comes with the stylus, so I could have used that. If you could find a pin with a rounded end, you could use that. Okay, if you don't have a stylus. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take my stylus, and I'm working from the outside in like that. After I've cut the petal sections out. That way it cups better when you cut those petals. Okay. Otherwise, it wouldn't kind of cup as well. Let me show you. So it cups, but it cups wide, which might be great for a different kind of flower. You know what I mean? That's perfect. But for these, I really want them to cup and look like a blossom, and so I've cut those sections out. So I'm going to take it and I'm going to turn it upside down. Okay. I'm going to push down in the center with my stylus, so those petals kind of come up. All right, I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to do the contrast. So I'm going to turn it to the pink side. I'm going to use the back side of that paper and making my little cup. Okay, I'm turning it over, pushing down in the center. Okay, set that aside. And then for this one, I'm not going to cut the petals. I don't need to on this one. I just want this to be a little floret that kind of comes up like that. Okay, so it's showing that pink, and that'll be my center. Last thing is that I have an old punch, and I will try to make an SVG file for this. But it basically makes it look like a stamen inside the middle of the flower. So I'm just going to take some paper from the collection and punch it. Okay, and I don't know, I was trying to figure out who made this, and I can't tell. I can't tell who that is. Y'all may know, but I don't know. But that's what it looks like. Okay, so for that one, I'm going to take my smallest stylus and I'm just going to push it down in the center and form this little cluster of stamen that'll go in the center of the flower. Okay, and I'm kind of pushing up on the sides like that. Okay, to kind of make more of a cluster. And I apologize for my hands there. I've been gluing stuff all day. So I'm going to take my large flower, and it's down on my mat. I'm taking a little bead of glue on the back side of this medium-sized flower. And of course, I'm using glossy accents. You can use any kind of glue that you like. And I'm going to take one of my stylus and I'm going to try to offset these leaves, offset the petals, and stick it inside it, in the center of it. Okay. Then I'm going to do the same thing with that third floret. I'm going to stick that down in the center. Okay. And the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of glue to these the stamen, and I'm going to take my tweezers and it's going to help me place it down in the center. Okay. When this is completely dried, I can take it and I can bend it into have some of the leaves come up and some of them go down and make it look a little bit more fun and natural, and it's just going to be neat. Okay, so that's how that flower is made. And I'm just going to make one more to show you in a different color. This one needs to be cut. So I'm just going into those little petal sections about 1/8 of an inch again. All around, like that. For each one except the small one. This one's already done, okay. So I want the pink to show on this one. So I'm gonna go to the back side. I'm coming in from the outside, working myself in, working into the center of the flower. Making a cup, okay, like that. Let's see if that can focus, kind of does. Like a little, it's almost like a little tulip. I'm turning it upside down. I'm pressing down in the center. Okay. Next one, it's the medium one. I'm gonna want the lighter color to show, so I'm gonna turn it to the back side. Kind of the opposite of what you want it to do, what you think it should be, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna turn that around and push that down in the center. Okay. My last one, I want it to be this pink. So I'm gonna take this and just press it down the center and let the mat do the work. And just do this little floret that kind of folds up around itself, like that. Okay? And then again, this is that punch. And I will try to make us something, some stamen that we can cut out with our digital cutters. All right? So I'm gonna put a little glue in the center. I'm going to add this. I'm going to try to offset the leaves. If it's right on, you know, you want the leaves to match, that's fine too. You know, it's nature. They're going to grow in all different ways. It just makes the flower a little bit more full when you use it, when you offset the leaves. Center, that's the third. I think it's pretty to work in the threes and odd numbers. And then I'm adding my stamen to the center. Okay, like that, and that's how I make my flowers. And there's that flower and these. And they're so pretty when they're clustered together and kind of hooked into each other a little bit. Like that. Just from the Graphic 45 Bloom collection. And it's so pretty with all their collections. Their papers are so pretty on both sides and they'll mix and match together. So anyway, that's how I make my flowers.